we still see this unique situation when many Russian niches in the retail market are still not fully filled by the youths, and there's still, the great appetite for Russian consumers and for Russian, for Russian businessmen to have new partners and to get more new consumer goods on the Russian market. So I've seen statistics maybe this week or last week, which says that at least 16 new brands now come to Russian market in retail sector. These brands are mostly come from Turkey, but
Yeah.
also from Kyrgyzstan, from Belarus, and from other former Soviet republics. So we see that Russian markets is very open for new brands and newcomers. I mean, the
Mhm.
newcomers from the countries like Brazil. They will be met with great interest by the Russian consumers for sure. We see that after the um, major producers from Europe, like Mercedes-Benz, like BMW, left Russian market, many new companies from China came to
Yeah.
Russian market, which were absolutely unknown to Russia, but their sales skyrocketed, and we see a lot of absolutely new brands here, which come to Russia, and they are met with great interest by Russian consumers, and we see great interest for this brand. So I think that the general situation is still quite unique, and Brazilian producers almost in every sector of consumer market can enjoy this situation. That's why I think that there are a lot of opportunities in food sector, a lot of opportunities in furniture sector, because we know that IKEA left Russia, and it had a lot of major furniture stores in almost every Russian major city. We see that many perfume
Mhm.
producers from France left Russian market, which resulted in empty skills. So basically, the opportunity is still here. So I
Yeah.
just want to say that maybe say in Portuguese, essa é a sua oportunidade.
Pega aí.
So,
Anota
yeah,
aí.
yeah, yes, and this time period will not last forever. Yes, for sure,
Yeah.
because these niches will be filled by the new producers from Turkey, from Russia itself, and from other friendly countries like China, which is a close neighbor for Russia. So I think that if Brazilian businessmen wants to come here, they should consider it within maybe 1 2 year period, because this is the most active period when a lot of business dish will be still empty. After that, there still be a lot of opportunities, but the competition will be more higher.
Yeah, and there is one character. I have been in Russia in the end of September, and I was surprised how Russia adapted so fast to the hard situation, because the sanction is hard situation. And uh, if Brazilian don't take it quickly, it's like another brands from even from Arabic countries, I think, from Qatar, Dubai, and so on, because also they produce some things there. They can take place in Russia as well. And in Russia, in Brazil, we have a lot of good producers. It's true. We have a lot of very good industrialized products, but people is scared to come in and doing some things, doing this because the situation, in fact, is a high risk, in fact, to come into Russia like that. But well, there is no pain, no gain. That's how it
Yes,
was.
the risk is high, but reward is potentially is also very high. So
Exactly.
yes, yes. So and just to not say just words, we can look at Turkey or China. The import from this country skyrocketed for during these 2 years, and of course there are a lot of issues, but the reward is still here.
Yep, exactly. So we must running quickly for take this place as far as we can because it's really the time for this. And also Brazil is a friendly country. Me as Brazilian, I have the most brightest time in my life in Russia. I was very welcomed, and I was in this event of a franchise in Russia. I saw how the Russians welcome Brazil and the Brazilian products. They have a curiosity of a Brazilian product. They are interested in working with a Brazilian product. So I have a client now that we are in negotiation with the Russian ones because they are in love. I talk about one brand that is almost three investors. Do you imagine how is it? So it's not every day like that. So it's really, really a huge opportunity for coming and to take this place in Russia. And to think of a long-term relation with Russia because it's kind of a marriage. So you go, you export, and after that you really think you have a long life with Russia, despite of the all political stuff because it's a market that you can consolidate the brand and the consolidate the business. So I think it's the good deal, in fact.
Yes, and also, if we're talking about opportunities, I think that the Brazilian businessmen should also think about Russian internet sales marketplaces because it's really interesting channel for the sales. Yes, and yeah, Russian internet marketplaces and the Russian IT companies like Yandex Market, like Ozona.ru, like Wildberries, they invest a lot into the development of their infrastructure online and offline, like warehouses, like logistics chains, like, supply, etc.
Yeah.
So I think that Brazilian companies may consider finding here a Russian partner which can distribute their goods using these channels. I mean, these internet marketplaces, which are very, very rapidly developing now in Russia.
Yes, exactly. In Russia, there is a competitive marketplace. You have the wild berries, you have Ozone, we have La Moda, we have Isber Market, Yandex Market. We have a lot of kind of different marketplace, of course, which one with focusing the niche of the market. But in Brazil, we have almost one or two that is in Brazilian ones. Another one is Amazon, and that's all. Well, we don't have the same structure, digital structure of a sales in Brazil as the same we have in Russia. And in Russia, I was shocked and surprised that it's working so fast, so well, and make millions of dollars, rubles, and reals. So for the client, and I think Brazilian didn't realize the potential of the retail market in Russia, and also the marketplace that it's possible for selling the products as well, and find distributors for these channels. It's also is one step the another type of opportunity also that the Brazilians could find on it and come to Russia and well, let's export like that. So in this channel, we'll find someone like on this field, in fact, for a start, and the field the market, in fact.
Yes. Finally, I just want to mention that Russia also has some domestic retail chains, major retail chains, not internet, but no, offline chains like X5, like Magnet. They also have very large coverage through whole Russia, and therefore, if Brazilian businessmen can find a Russian partner who help helps to import Brazilian goods and to come into contact, to direct contact with X5, Peterchka,
Mhm.
or with Magnet, that it will create an access to very large distribution channel
Yeah.
throughout the whole Russia. And just to mention, Russia is a very large country in terms of population, in terms of territory. So still a lot of opportunities here.
Yeah, and you mentioned X5, but X5 is not so just in Russia, but also they are in the CIS country.
Yes, yes, yes,
Also,
yes,
they
yes.
are
Yes,
also
yes. The problem is now that it's more difficult for Russian companies to expand their activities outside Russia because of this
yeah.
geopolitical situation. But nonetheless, all Russian companies they're not oriented only on internal market. They usually are very open-minded in terms of going out. So I think that just a matter of time when the political station will calm down, they will expand outside Russia as well.